Hello my friends, this is Sylvie Curry, Lady of Q. Today we're going to be making crab cakes. I'll take you through the whole process, the ingredients, what we're going to put in them, how we're going to cook them. Now the challenge is, do I decide to bake them or do I decide to fry them? We'll see when we get to that point. For our crab cakes, the ingredients include a pound of crab meat, and this was labeled as claw meat. I have 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of mayo, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, a small shallot, chives, which I did rehydrate with 1 teaspoon of lemon juice additional. And I'm going to be using approximately 1 teaspoon of that because I already have 1 teaspoon in the chives. Worcestershire sauce, and that's 2 teaspoons. Have parsley, approximately 2 tablespoons. A combination of salt, pepper, and red pepper flakes. I'm going to start first by combining all of my ingredients before mixing it with the crab. I'll first take my egg, and I'll want to beat that. Just to get it nicely scrambled. Then I'll add my mayo and my mustard. We'll combine that, mayo and mustard. Next I'll add my Worcestershire sauce. And 1 teaspoon of the freshly squeezed lemon juice. I'll mix that to combine. Then I'll add my shallot. My chives, rehydrated chives. The recipe actually called for fresh chives, but I didn't have any. I had dry chives, so rehydrating them will be the next best choice. Have my parsley mixture. That parsley mixture actually has a little bit of green onion in it and celery, which is from my seasoning mix. I'll combine all of that. Since I'm not using anything like saltine crackers or Ritz crackers, then I'm going to be using salt. I'll have to add salt. So I've got here about a ½ teaspoon of salt, about a pinch of pepper, black pepper, and I have about a pinch of red pepper flakes. The red pepper flakes, if you don't have that, you can use hot sauce of your choosing, or you can use cayenne pepper. And the amounts depend upon what level of heat you want, what level of saltiness you want. Okay, my ingredients are combined. The next step you have to be very careful with because we're going to be mixing the panko breadcrumbs with the claw meat. And I don't want to break up the claw meat too much because we like to have lumps in there. So I'm going to take my hand and just gently pull this apart. And we'll add our 1 cup of claw meat. Excuse me. We'll have 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs. I've already got a pound of claw meat in there. And we'll just gently break that apart a little bit so that we do have some lumps. I'm then going to take my mixture of seasonings, add that to the panko breadcrumbs and the claw meat. And we're going to combine that gently also. Sort of like a folding method, because once again we don't want to break it up, but we do want to get that mixture combined evenly. One of the things that's important to do also is to make sure that before you, well, first of all, we're going to form these into patties to cook. But there's a couple of ways that we could do it. We could actually take the mixture as it is here, after combining, put it in the refrigerator, and let the liquids rehydrate the breadcrumbs. Or we could form it into patties, which is what I'm going to do. Then put it in the refrigerator for an hour or so, depending upon when you want to serve them and cook them. And then we'll allow that liquid to rehydrate our breadcrumbs. And that helps to keep the crab cakes from falling apart when you cook them. There's a couple ways that you can cook it also. You can either bake them or you can fry them, pan fry them. This is our crab cake mixture, and it's ready for me to make the patties out of it that are going to go in the refrigerator for an hour or so. To form my crab cake patties, I'm going to use a regular old ice cream scooper, and that'll get me a consistent size for each of the patties. And I'll put it on my pan. And I don't want to press it too hard in the scooper because I do want it to be combined, but yet not hard combined. You see, what is the definition of hard combined? That would be where it wasn't airy, they would be hard and dense. These I want to be more airy. And I'll take my patties and we'll squish them down a little bit to make them flat. And if you wish, you can also use something bigger than an ice cream scooper if you want them to be a little bit larger. I know that in some areas, crab cakes are cooked as a big ball like this and served. I'm going to be a little bit more in the traditional crab cake patty instead of crab ball. I'm going to put these in the refrigerator, and when we come back, they'll be ready to cook them up. I was able to make 2 more crab cakes and fit them on this tray, so we have 8 instead of the 6. The debate still is, will we fry them or will we bake them? I've got my oven heated up to 425 degrees convection, and I'm going to put my crab cakes in and cook for anywhere between 10 and 12 minutes until I get a nice golden brown. Crab cakes going in. The crab cakes are at the 10-minute mark, and I'm going to put it on broil just to get more color in there. Crab cakes are done. They're nice golden brown. They're ready to eat and they smell so good. I'm going to plate these up and then we'll be ready for dinner. Crab cakes, and I made a mayo sriracha type sauce in lieu of a tartar type sauce. Have a wedge of lemon on there to add and a couple of pickles. And this will go along with a salad spring mix with some lettuce, various types of lettuce, and baby kale and baby arugula with tomatoes and avocado.